What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Okay, your girl is back with another live. I was going to originally do something pre-recorded, but then I decided against it. But what's up, y'all? Welcome to Casa Bonnie. Thank you so much for stopping through. Before we get into this video, go ahead and hit the like button for me. When you hit the like button, not only is it a free way of supporting my channel, but it also lets YouTube know that I'm here and that you all are rocking with my commentary. So YouTube starts to shoot my content out to other viewers just like you, an audience who ordinarily would not get an opportunity to connect with my channel. That being said, shout out to my subscribers. That's the first thing I want to say, because the way y'all keep me current, I swear I wouldn't know half the stuff that I know without my subscribers, because I really be in my own world. I promise you, like, I'm not as active on Twitter as I once was. You know, I might pop into Instagram, happen to look at the shade room every once in a while, but I don't really be on it like that, on it, like I once was. I be in here crocheting and doing all kinds of other things. But that being said, some of you alerted me to Really Be TV. Shout out to Really Be TV, who posted the will, went over the will. And so I decided, you know what? There are people on this channel, on my platform, who don't know this information. So let me share this, because we have been in conversation about what is really going on. It seems like a lot of confusion. Why not just bring Kevin Sr. up here to tell his side of the story? Whatever. Listen, honey. We got some lies to debunk. We got some lies to debunk. But first, go ahead and hit the like button for me. And if you happen to be in the chat, please stop through the chat. Let me know where you are touching in from. I want to know your thoughts. Megan L, what's going on? I see you. Thank you so much for stopping through. I really appreciate you all for being here with me. Okay. Now, I am going to... Here's my issue before we get into it, before I pull up the will. Okay, so we can put all of this to rest once and for all. Here's my issue. Tawanda is 50. She's had at least 40 years to learn how to lie and lie good. We've been presented with this nickname, Scratchy, that nobody in the family has heard. Okay, that's the first lie. Then all of this business about the funeral, that's the next lie. And then I discovered a content creator, another content creator. I think her name is @married10years. She posted something so funny. Well, the way she put it together was funny, actually. But I'm like, Tawanda, why are you lying like this? Y'all, I don't even mind a lie. I don't mind liars. Just make it good and make it believable. That's my thing. I feel like even a well-placed lie is necessary sometimes. Okay? There are a few spiritualists that I follow that live by the rule of sometimes you got to throw out a lie to confuse your enemy. So I get it. I get it. But my thing is, these are bad lies and they're unnecessary lies. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, y'all. I did pay for the will. Okay. It is public information. I'm not doxing anybody. I just wanted to start off by saying that. Okay. I really appreciate you all for being in the room with me. Shout out to y'all. The Braxtons have worn me out today. The Braxtons have been wearing me out for the last 3 weeks. They have done a number on me. Hi, Kendall Brinkley. Mrs. Ginger Jordan, you watched it? You watched Really Bee's, her going over the will? Really Bee is on it. And didn't I tell y'all in the first couple of reviews, or the last one, that I knew why Kevin Jr. was arrested, but I wasn't going to break the story because it's not my business to tell, even though it is public record. I didn't want to get into all of that because the details are greasy. Really BTV broke that story as well. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Definitely let her know that Bonnie Scott sent you. But let me go ahead and pull up this will. It's 15 of y'all in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Okay. Shout out to Shayna McD. Thank you so much for being here with me. Y'all follow Shayna McD on YouTube. Please subscribe to her channel. She does fabulous reviews. You told us, friend. I did tell y'all I knew what all was going on. And it's really because y'all keep me current. Y'all keep me hip. And I feel like that's love. I feel like y'all love me for real. Like y'all be coming through with the information, dropping down in the comments. I was waking up to comments back to back. Like, yo, that happened. Y'all keep me current. So shout out to you. Shout out to Exo Sham and Adora J and somebody else. Somebody else. Did I take a screenshot? Lord, I hope I took a screenshot. No, not Adora J. My bad. It's Toya Adora. Toya _ Adora. And there was another gentleman. I'm gonna find his comment and shout him out. But I really do appreciate y'all so much. We do love you. I love you too, Raina. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and pull up this will. Because it's just too much. It's just too much. All right. Share this little screen with y'all, honey. Okay. Now, Maryland Register of Wills. Again, this is a public record. Okay. Nobody is being doxxed here. You can definitely find this. Okay. The Register of Wills for Maryland. You just type in Traci Braxton. You really do not need any other kind of information. I just want to figure out why is it not. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought it was going to share me and the thing at the same time. My bad, y'all. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. There we go. Okay, better. Now, move this tab over, make it easier on myself. All right, so we have filed on 7/1/2022. This is the purported last will and testament dated December 14, 2021. So that is, I'm guessing, the date that it was written, right? I'm gonna make sure we can all see this last will and testament of Traci Renee Braxton. Okay, we see the date, December 14th, 2021. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Be it known this day that Traci Renee Braxton, child, let me put my glasses on, honey. Traci Renee Braxton of Prince George's County, Maryland, and Fulton County, Georgia, being of legal age and of sound and disposing mind and memory, and not acting under duress, menace, fraud, or undue influence of any person, do make, declare, and publish this to be my will, and hereby revoke and will or codicil I may have made. All of this legal jargon, y'all know how it goes. Okay, so I am a married person, Kevin Surratt, all of that is listed. So Article 2 is really what I want to get into. I direct my personal representative to pay all costs and expenses of my last illness and funeral expenses. Cool. It is my express wish that there be no last rites or memorial service of any sort by my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Inc., or the Eastern Stars. This is not a representation of my lack of affection for my beloved organizations. However, I simply wish to move the matter along with the absolute least amount of suffering for those who love me. I hereby direct that I am cremated after my passing and that my remains be distributed to my son, Kevin Surratt Jr., and my husband, Kevin Surratt Sr., should they wish to possess a small memorial keepsake of my remains. Such should be provided to my mother, Evelyn J. Braxton, my father, Michael Conrad Braxton Sr., my siblings, so on and so forth. We know the siblings. Prior to cremation, I hereby wish that there be one viewing. How I am dressed shall be determined solely by my son, Kevin Surratt Jr., and my husband, Kevin Surratt Sr. The guest list for my viewing shall also be solely determined by my son, Kevin Surratt Jr., and my husband, Kevin Surratt Sr. Y'all. Hello? See, this is what really trips me out, because she was so thorough. She gave details down to Constance says, she loves my glasses. Thank you so much, boo. These are from zeelool.com, zeelool.com. But she was very thorough in her instructions, down to who she wanted to be in control of her image. She said one viewing will do. Cremate me, distribute my remains among so and so and so and so. Y'all. And then to hear Tony and all of the sisters saying there's been this public spat because, you know, Traci didn't want a funeral. Y'all. Okay. Let's go on, shall we? After all costs and expenses of my last illness and funeral expenses have been paid, I will give and bequeath any remaining monies as follows. I hereby will give and bequeath any and all benefit due to me, otherwise accounted for herein, to be given to Kevin Surratt Jr., and hereby direct that my administrator / executrix immediately execute this upon my death. All that legal jargon got my mouth all twisted up, child. All right. All right, so we have all of these accounts on this next screen. Navy Federal Union. This is going to Kevin Surratt Sr. Okay. Then we have another account going to Kevin Surratt Sr. The trust, the trust in Traci I Trust. This was created in her name. This goes to Kevin Surratt Jr. There was a foundation created in Traci's name as well, okay? The intent and purpose of said foundation shall be to educate the public, namely the African American community, about cancer, namely esophageal cancer. I hereby direct that the director of this trust shall be Kevin Surratt Jr., with counsel by Antavius M. Weems. Antavius is the gentleman that is the family lawyer. Welcome, y'all. Go ahead and hit the like button for me if y'all just coming into the room. We getting into this will. We're getting to the bottom of things, honey. What's going on, Hot Commodity? Kendall Brinkley says, ain't that about a mess, ain't it? Men lie, women lie, but black and white pray never. And again, I don't even mind a lie. I don't mind when people lie or whatever. Sometimes you need to lie to get a motherfucker up off your ass. Sometimes you lie to confuse the enemy. Sometimes you lie just cause. To get on reality TV and lie, and y'all, before I start going all over the place, let me just say what I need to say about the will. Let's go through it some more. It'll be all right. Says, hey sis, glad I can make your live. I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen your name down in the comments in a while, but I am happy to see you nonetheless. I always love to see, like, my regular people stopping in and showing some love. So I'm just happy to see you down in the chat with us. Let's get back into it, y'all. All right. I further direct my personal representative to pay all just debts, so on and so forth. Cool. What else here is really important? In the event that at the time of my death that I am employed or otherwise due any funds, any and all funds shall be made due payable to Kevin Surratt Jr. It is my wish that any and all remaining funds not otherwise accounted for within this document owed to me shall be made payable to Kevin Surratt Jr. Okay, no problem. Let's move it along. Okay, so memorial, I hereby will give and bequeath my memorial diamond ring and remains of Lauren Braxton to Kevin Surratt Sr. Y'all, Kevin Sr. got the ring. He's doing the memorial and remains of Lauren Braxton, who I'm guessing is the niece. Sure are, Devon. Yes, we are, because it is a public document. It is a public record. Okay. So Kevin Sr. seems to be tripping, and I'm not sure why, because it's like he got things. He got things. He was not completely cut out of the will, as one would assume based on the way he's conducting himself, right? Now, Devon Parker says, not us going over a will, child. Listen, be glad it's just the will and not me pulling up the papers on Kevin Jr.'s arrest, because that information's out there. Travis Powell says, now it makes sense why the recordings were never played, because the truth would have come out on national TV. But is he tripping, or is that something that the Braxton sisters created as a narrative for ratings? I get that. But the other thing that I'm going off of too is what Kevin Jr. said about, his dad is pretty much venting to him and not really asking him, okay, well, how are you doing? Me and my bestie, we do our check-ins every morning. Happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. How are you feeling? Did you get some rest? Whatever. But we do it with each other. It's not her unloading on me or me unloading on her and us not checking back on each other. And that is the impression that I got from Kevin Jr. It's like, you just unloaded on me and I'm the child here. Like, I get how you feel. Devon, sweetie, baby, are you not watching the show? Yes. So episode 1, apparently we learned that there's a warrant for his arrest. Okay. And the cops come and scoop him up. And Tawanda tells us, oh, we think he was set up by somebody who knows that we were filming. And then she goes on to say that she alludes that the arrest is related to his wife. But she doesn't say what it is related to. Do you know the week after that, somebody was down in my DMs with information on this document? In my DMs. Domestic violence charges, y'all. Now it says that they were dropped. So I don't know if she dropped the charges and they ended up like working things out. But there was a stay away order granted. I know that. There was a stay away order granted. So do with that information what you will. Now, let's go ahead and jump back into the will. The will makes sense because the sisters aren't giving us the whole story exactly. And I just want to know why. I want to know why. Kevin Sr. was treated with respect in the will. He was. Okay. I played y'all the clip of what Maddie said, T.S. Madison, yesterday, when she was like, basically, if I pass away, she put this in her will, T.S. Madison. If I die and there's a nigga in my house, he has 48 hours to vacate the premises. The men in black will be escorting him out. Get all your shit off the estate and go on about your business. The times we had are the times we had. But you're not going to be laying up at my 1,000 thread count sheets with a new bitch off the fruits of my labor. I'm not mad at that. Now, Traci was very generous from what I can see here. Okay. Now, y'all, is Lauren Braxton the niece? That has to be the niece. Mikey Jr.'s daughter that passed away, right? That's kind of crazy. All right, let me just see what all else is in here to get into really quick. Yes, y'all, I did go and get this document. I paid my little $20 for it, honey, so that we can know the truth and just put all of this to bed and go forward, because I don't like all of the confusion. It's very silly. It's very, very silly. And then I want to circle back to, the whole Kevin Jr. Domestic violence situation, because I think that Tawanda and, this family is full of shit. But we'll circle back to that in a second. All right, what else do we have here? Yes. Kevin Jr., personal representative of the estate. And in the event that all of my personal representatives shall predecess me, or for any reason shall fail to qualify or cease to act as my executrix, then I hereby, excuse me, these words, then I hereby appoint Michael C. Braxton Jr. to serve as successor personal representative of my estate and will, y'all. So, in the event that Kevin Jr. is not equipped, or he passes away, or whatever the case is, God forbid, executor of the estate is the brother. Hello? And I appreciate you, boo. Ain't it? Okay, yes, that's what I thought. Lauren is Michael Jr.'s daughter. Okay, yes. All right, let me go through here and see what all else is in here, y'all. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. I think I covered everything that was like really pertinent. I think we covered it, y'all. But enough said. Enough said. We know what Traci's wishes were. We know that Traci did want a funeral. And it's so weird. Even the way the lawyer, I mean, not really, because the lawyer presented it in truth. He said that she didn't want a showing of her body or whatever like that. She wanted a celebration because she's a party girl. So, excuse me, he didn't lie. It was just the way the Braxton sisters presented this information. It does mention property. So the properties went to Kevin Sr. The properties, to my knowledge, were split up between Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. So here's the other thing about that too. So we were hearing that the Braxton sisters were trying to take that house from Kevin Sr. after Traci passed away, and a judge denied it. So that's the other thing too. So why do we have this interest? Not we. Why do the Braxton sisters have this interest in suppressing Kevin Sr.'s voice? If he's wrong, then he'll come up and be wrong, and we will drag him and say that he's wrong. Fine. But why? For what? I honestly think she protected Kevin Sr. from her sisters with this will. Constant. So I had said this before I even learned all this information about the will. I said this in my last review, that I felt like it was deliberate on Traci's part to set up the will in that way so that the sisters and her husband would not be fighting. There was just so much contentious energy between them. There's been this clip that's been rolling around actually. I'm just gonna pull up the audio really quick for y'all. You know what? I have so much crap in my history. I'm looking through my history. I really shouldn't be looking through there. Found it. Okay. Night was a miss. There's no other way to put it. Tony and Team, I left early this morning. I didn't even realize I have my mic here. I feel drained. I have no idea what's about to go down, but you know, it's important to try to figure out what it is that set it off. Can y'all hear this? It was okay to do what y'all did last night. Hold on. No, hold on. I'm getting down to it. What made you think it was okay to do yesterday? Okay, let me ask you a question. In your opinion, what was the problem with last night? The problem last night is, why would you have your boyfriend to say all that about us, how we need to get together, and you know the down dirty. You knew I was adamant that I didn't want to do it. Well, Traci. But it's not well, Traci. It is well, Traci. It's not well, Traci. Because I know your sister. I had no idea I was going to do it. Why would you do that? Or have your boyfriend do that last night? But everything that knows, okay, I'll let you because go ahead, then, tomorrow. Since you want to antagonize somebody. So don't play with me. Okay. Because guess what? You know exactly what you're doing. Don't look like that. You snake ass son of a gun. You're a snake. And you like controversy. And you like all of that. So why would you do that? So how am I antagonizing you? Really? He's a boyfriend. Okay. You're for 29 years. Okay. I don't know you from Jack from G. Y'all, I have a question. I have some concerns. I have some concerns about I have some concerns about this whole Kevin Jr. business, right? Because let me pull up my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. So here's my thing. I took more notes than I thought. So do we think that Traci would have wanted her son's issues exploited on the show? Because do we remember how the information was presented to us, right? Because when it was presented to us, I'm thinking, why is Kevin Jr. okay with this? Like, why is this being filmed? Why was this not cut out? Like, because it made me curious about the arrest. I'm like, people are gonna go looking for that. You know what I mean? Like, those kinds of things are public records. I'm like, that's weird. But then remember, we were saying in my last review, in my last live, that some of us believe that Kevin Jr. had some developmental challenges. No shade. Not being shady at all. Okay. Kevin Jr. barely knows. He looks like he barely knows what's going on. Why agree to have this arrest filmed and then skirt around the issue? Like the way it was presented to us, I'm just like, how is this okay? It's like the seed was planted on purpose to have people dig up this information, right? But you're presenting it innocently. And the way it was presented just seems so sneaky and manipulative to me. You're bringing up his, divorce. You're bringing up that he's arrested in conjunction with his wife. And I'm like, why is she throwing that out there? Because, like, it could have been an arrest about anything. It could have been like tickets or I don't know, whatever. Yeah. So this was how I even knew that the will was being reviewed. Some of my subscribers came and let me know, hey, jump over to Really BTV. She's covering it. And I was like, oh, well, some of my people may not know. Because like my best friend, she watches my reviews. She doesn't watch the show. So she's current on the show through me. You know what I mean? Like there are people like that. So I just wanted to keep the people current. But I thank you all so much for being here. And please hit the like button for me. Please, please, please hit the like button for me so I can get pushed up in the algorithm and YouTube will continue to share this and I can get my cute little coin for October, honey. I honestly think that Kevin Sr. was bad with money and she didn't want him to spend that money meant for their son and grandchild. Yeah, so they were on marriage boot camp and this was one of Traci's gripes. Is that he would be spending a bunch of money and not telling her, and he was super irresponsible on the financial front. So that was a huge rift in their marriage as well, aside from all of the cheat. It was a huge tear in their marriage. How did the police know to come to the house at the exact time of when they were filming the scene? Travis, that is a fabulous question. I love that question. Because my thing is this. Next in line for executor of estate would be Mikey Jr. So I'm just like, But I get they're trying to manipulate little Kevin so that he can do what they want and be like the story and bring in views. But y'all, I think it's so dirty. It's so dirty. Y'all, I was watching some older clips of the Braxtons and I was getting triggered because I forgot how bad it was. Like they they really did my girl Tracy so wrong. Y'all, can I play y'all another clip real quick? This is actually, it's just annoying. It's just like, girl. Okay, this is from this is from at Married for 10 years. She is a content creator on YouTube. Yes, I said this. I said this. Rodney brought this up. A lot of us brought this up. Yes, we do remember. And y'all, listen to this clip. All right, this is from the content creator. Her at is Married 10 years. So if you stop by her channel, definitely definitely let her know that Bonnie Scott sent you. And if you go over to Really BTV and give her a click and a view as well, definitely let her know that Bonnie Scott sent you. Hey, Jeremy Speaks is in the building. Yeah, I was shocked when Really B's reading of the will deterred from what the sister said. Tawanda is really nasty. Baby, Tawanda is, she's a cold piece. She is a cold piece. Y'all, speaking of Tawanda, let's get into this clip. By the way, y'all, follow, subscribe to Jeremy Speaks TV. He does reviews. He is one of my favorite readers on the internet, period. You want to see somebody read a bitch, drag a bitch, go to his channel, please. You will not be sorry, okay? Listen to this clip real quick, y'all. This is from at Married 10 years. I think her name is Deborah, but spelled Deborah. Hello? Let me start from the beginning. Everybody's trying to brush me off. You don't come across a liar, and you know the lie, and they know that they're lying, but they still lie. So sometimes you want to say the lie and tell the truth. Why lie? Like I said before, they have lying babies. Hi. Hello. A lot of you were asking me, and I just want to clarify things. So many people ask me, just on this platform, but on other platforms. Totally here. So we all said that we were going to cut out here. And I don't think that my family ever thought that I would ever come out here because y'all know that I always love my family. Here. And Tawanda and I did not recall. Yes. Certainly. Yeah. Oh, yes. Always like yeah. I was like, you look amazing. I'm starting to. I just was like, wait. When did this happen? It was like 3 years ago. And I was like, almost four, actually. Almost four. Because I did it in solidarity when Tracy got sick. Right. And I cut it then. And then the entire journey, I didn't have any hair because y'all didn't know I didn't have any hair. Right. But then underneath all of the rest of it, I have alopecia. Okay. Underneath all of the rest of it, I have alopecia. Oh, so, really? I mean, when you see the show. Okay. I'm sorry that y'all couldn't hear that. So basically, she is saying that she cut her hair in solidarity with Tracy. And then in another clip, she's talking to Big Tigger on his radio show, and she's saying, I cut my hair in solidarity, but underneath it, I was really bald because I had alopecia. So, I had alopecia. Girl, what? What? Did you cut your hair in solidarity of Traci, or did you have alopecia? Why lie about something like that? That's my thing about Tawanda. It's like, I don't get her. I don't understand what is going on with this family. And then, to circle back really quick to, the will or whatever, and to know that Traci did want a funeral and she wanted her husband and her son to be in charge of it. Michael Sr. showed up. All the rest of the family showed up. All their friends showed up. Everybody showed up except for the Braxton sisters and the mother. Apparently, they wanted to have control and the final say so. And Kevin Sr. was not having it because, according to the will that I just pulled up, Kevin Sr. and Jr. were in charge of the funeral arrangements down to the way she looked and dressed. Yes, they were to pick out her eyeshadow and her lip color and what she had on and her pumps and her wig and her earrings and all of the finer, smaller details. Hello? Y'all, I'm not going to play any more bald-headed games with this family, not with Tawanda or Trina or Tony or any of them. I mean, Tony, she was willing to facilitate a conversation with Kevin Sr., so I do give her credit for that. But she seems to be confused too, because she even said that there's this public spat over, Kevin going against Traci's wishes, and you don't know what's going on in a marriage. It's a private affair. So does she really not know what's going on? Like, do these people not know what's in the will? This is weird, y'all. This is weird. It's getting weird. And the thing to me, too, that is really strange is how I feel like my emotions are being jerked all over the place. I feel like I'm being played. Don't play with my emotions, because I'm coming in episodes 1 and 2 really teary, really emotional, thinking that this is going to be about Traci and Traci's legacy and talking about her struggles with esophageal cancer. Now, it's my understanding too that Traci did pick apparently which clips would be shown on the show of her looking sick and gaunt and losing weight and about to go into the upper room. Even if the sisters feel some type of way and don't show up to the funeral, which is horrible, isn't the mother obligated to show up to her daughter's funeral? I saw a clip of Miss Evelyn recently. I didn't save, I don't think I saved it, but there was a weird conversation with her and Traci where she was like, and I'm proud of you and I love you and I want you to know that. But the way she was saying it was like, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. It was like she was aware that she and Traci had problems and she was trying to reassure her, like, you're still my baby and I still love you. Because remember, whenever Michael Sr. was cheating on Miss E, Traci was the only sister that stayed in touch with her dad, was the only one that checked on him or checked for him. She was the only one who maintained a relationship with her father. So I do believe that Miss E resented Traci for that. And I do believe that the sisters resented Traci for that as well. And that was just another for them to kind of treat her like garbage. I assume they don't know what's in the will, because why would y'all just lie? Y'all think they don't know? Because remember when Trina took Kevin Jr. to the lawyer and he was reading off what all was in the will, and he's like, she recorded all the conversations, and then Trina piped up and was like, "Well, and I was there." I have a hard time believing that they don't know. I'm having a hard time with that. See, I'm trying to process, I'm trying to entertain the idea that they don't know what is in the will. I don't buy it. Only because of what we know about Tawanda. Tawanda likes to call herself like a secret squirrel or a sneaky squirrel or whatever it is. But then it's like, why lie if you know what's in the will? Y'all, I'm so confused. There is just too much chaos and confusion surrounding this show. I thought that, man, this is going to be great. They're giving us great TV. They're giving us reality TV. No, they're all producers and they want to give us a produced show, but they don't think that they're the cast members. They think that they're just the producers. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button for me to let YouTube know that I am here and that y'all are rocking with your girl. That's right, Bonnie. And he was always there for her when they shunned her too. They are being exposed by the same one they stepped on most. Man. As much as I like Trina, I'm not seeing it for her, especially with the way Vaughn treated her on that live. I agree with you. It would be all right. So here's the thing. I actually had a whole video planned. It was gonna be like a separate recorded video. I was gonna get down here and drag Vaughn. I had notes on that episode, on that live. Let me see if it's still on my phone. Took notes on it and everything, child. I might have deleted it. Yeah. Yeah, I might have deleted it, but it was a good amount of notes. And then I decided against it because Trina was married to Gabe, and I hated Gabe. I hated Gabe, y'all. She was married before Gabe to some trash ass nigga. And now she's with a man who is clearly emotionally abusive. So it's like, girl, how old is Trina Braxton? Late 40s? Girl, girl. And see, they all have these issues with niggas in a lot of the same ways, right? Because Trina loves an emotionally abusive nigga. Loves. I'm like, listen, you 50, you decide this is what you want, you're going to accept in your life. You like it, I love it. I'm not going to get excited and worked up over, a grown middle-aged woman making bad choices. You like a trash nigga? Go ahead. Go ahead. You don't want looking tired and run down and probably eating your weight because the nigga's stressing you out too and being dismissive and talking over you and making you look like a clown on your own damn channel. Why, when these women get with these men, they got to be integrated into the brand? I came to the channel for Traci Braxton, not Vaughn. Vaughn is Otis in the situation. Nobody is coming to see you, nigga. I didn't sign up for this. I did not sign up for this. So Wanda is letting Sean string her along. She wants to get up and run away anytime the conversation about marriage or proposal is brought up. Oh, I don't want to pressure him. Bitch, you're 50. Get it the fuck together. Get it in line and get it in order. You're fucking 50. This is your future. You don't play passenger seat rider, backseat rider in your own life. The nigga went and pressed your dad. He went out of his way to press your dad. You don't think it's a good idea to follow up about your own future? Like, hey, you pressed my dad about my hand in marriage. What's up with that? Like, is that the direction we're feeling for us, really? Do we really want to get married? Because I feel like Sean was just saying some shit just to say it. Because it sounded nice in the moment. Get these likes up, y'all. Thank you so much, Raina. Hi, Barb. What's going on, baby? Thank you so much for stopping through. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Barb Meets World. She does fabulous reviews. She does fabulous content on the gram. Very cute and sickening, fashioning things. Follow my girl, y'all. What was I saying? I lost train of thought. Y'all. Speaking of Sean, apparently, according to Sherelle's World, is now divorced because of adultery. The same reason they claim to hate Kevin Sr. Is that the reason that they hate Kevin Sr.? That can't be. That cannot be. You know why? Because, am I remembering this right? Didn't Gabe cheat on Trina? Either way, he was dogging her out. And it was this whole thing with Tamar. He must have a ding-a-ling of gold. That's where that came from. Because you're just accepting anything, he must have a ding-a-ling of gold. The irony of Tamar saying that, because I haven't even fully caught up on her little scandal with her Caucasian man cheating on her and spending up her money and doing whatever else. Y'all, it's all weird with the men too. Everything is weird. Vaughn and Trina, weird. Their energy is weird. If you look at episode 3 of their recap on her channel, weird energy. Sean's energy is weird to me. You playing around, you playing games, right? This white man that Tamar is with, strange, weird. The African nigga she was with previously, strange, weird. Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton brought Birdman on the show, y'all. Do y'all remember that? It was weird. It was strange. Hello? You know, whoever this Sherelle's World is, I need to get into them because this is the second time that name was mentioned. I need to check for Sherelle's World. Yes, Gabe cheated, but they all accepted Trina getting married to Gabe for the second time. None of it makes sense. I forgot they got married twice. Y'all. That's what I'm saying. The cheating can't be the reason that they hate him. That can't be it. Because cheating is not a deal breaker for any of these girls. And the thing with Miss Evelyn too, I don't know this for certain, but I feel like the stuff with her and Kevin Sr., I think she was really, really upset that he went and married that lady. I think he may have been cheating for a while and she probably knew about it. But you know, church folks, they like to brush stuff under the rug and it's whatever, all these secrets. And that's the thing with this family. That church background, everything is covered in lies and secrets and cover up. But here's my thing. Y'all wanted to get on reality TV with all of this shit. For what? This is what we've been saying, Adama. If Traci had given the rights to Kevin Sr., the sisters would have gone against all of Kevin's decisions. Exactly. They're not going to go against Kevin Jr. They're not going to do that. Kevin Jr., aka Scratchy. Tawanda, you know you don't call this nigga Scratchy. You know you don't call this nigga Scratchy. Your son was like, where'd Scratchy come from? Mom was like, who's Scratchy? I never heard that. You just be lying. Not even a good lie, because I told y'all I don't mind lies. Just make it make sense. They done went to every therapist on the planet and still couldn't get healed. Miss E is constantly coddling Tamar. Tamar is just like her mother. She's just like Miss Evelyn. She doesn't ever want to hear anything ever, and she never wants to be accountable. That's why she's sitting up, you know, talking about how she came out with a candle line to help her set intentions. Did you ever set intentions at the top of your day to not be insufferable? What are the candles doing? Because you're the same person. And I told y'all, that chaotic spirit, I mean, yes, like in ATRs, African traditional, religions, you can tap into the spirit of anything, the spirit of joy. You can call upon it. She's the spirit of chaos all over her, like I said before. I would never buy a candle from her unless I wanted to like invoke chaotic energy. Other than that, no. Other than that, absolutely not. But y'all, I've been in here for an hour. I didn't want to get on here and do like a super too long live. I just wanted to let y'all know, like, listen. The facts are out there. The document is out there. It's public record. It's public knowledge. Why lie? Why go out of your way to lie? It's silly. Let me just check my notes one more time before I get out of here. I really appreciate y'all so much for spending a random Wednesday with me. Shout out to Really BTV. Shout out to Married 10 Years. That's her @ on YouTube. Unless y'all have anything else, let me go through these comments real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. My sister is hacking up alone downstairs, y'all. Yeah. The biggest narrative is she didn't want a funeral, and it's 100% not true according to this will. Exactly. I think that Kevin Sr. feels betrayed by Traci by not letting him be a part of the process of this. A part of which process exactly, though, because he's included in the will. He got some things. He has a few of the accounts, you know, he got some things. He got the house, he got their property, which he, I'm sure he'll likely end up selling, because I can't imagine that somebody is going to live in the house where they lived with their spouse for 30 years and raised their kid and they passed away. That I would imagine that would be a lot. All right, y'all. I'm going to cap it here, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all. I thank y'all for stopping through, spending some time with me. Hit the like button for me on the way out. And listen, if there are any more updates as it relates to the Braxtons, I'm going to get down here and talk about the things. Okay. Are there going to be 8 episodes? 8 episodes for a season like this is not enough for me. It's only 8? Wow. It's only 8 episodes? I thought it would be at least 12. Interesting. Interesting. We're already halfway through it. I wonder how they're going to finish it out. I wonder how they're going to close it out. Like, if they're going to have, they probably won't. They won't have a reunion. They're not going to have a reunion. I was going to say something else, but I forgot it. Anyway, any other Braxton's happenings that are going on, I'm definitely going to come down and cover it. I'm just getting ready for my fall lineup. I'm ready for Real Housewives of New York to come back, and Potomac. So yeah, we're gonna be running it up for the fall. We're gonna be busy. But we're gonna figure it out. But anyway, thank y'all so much for stopping through. Again, I love y'all. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace.